Alright, now we want to look at finding the slope of a line. There's a few different ways we can find the slope. One way is between 2 points. And when you're looking at between 2 points, you want to remember the slope formula that m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Alright, and you want to remember that your first ordered pair is the ordered pair x1, y1, and then your second order pair is x2, y2. Alright, so in A, I want to find the slope between the points negative 1, 1 and 5, 4. Well, if I use my formula y2 minus y1, my y2 value is 4, my y1 value is 1, so I have m equals 4 minus 1, and then my x2 value is 5, minus my x1 value is negative 1. Alright, so that's going to give me 4 minus 1 in the numerator, which is 3. And then in the denominator, I have minus a negative, so I have to add the opposite, so I get 5 plus 1, which is 6. And then 3 over 6 reduces to 1/2. In B, same thing, I want to use my slope formula. I have my first order pair is x1, y1, the second one is x2, y2. So I'm going to use my formula, and my y2 minus y1 is 7 minus 4, and then my x2 minus x1 is 2 minus 2. So that gives me 7 minus 4, which is 3 in the numerator, and 2 minus 2, which is 0 in the denominator. It is mathematically impossible for me to do 3 divided by 0. So since that happens, my answer is that there is no slope, also known as being undefined. Alright, and then in C, again I want to use my slope formula, so I have my first point, which is x1, y1, and the second one is x2, y2. So I have my slope equals y2 minus y1, so I have 3 minus 3 in the numerator, and then in the denominator I have negative 5 minus 1, so that gives me 3 minus 3, which is 0 in the numerator, and negative 5 minus 1, which is negative 6 in the denominator. 0 divided by anything other than 0 is 0, so that means that my slope would be 0. So now we can also find the slope given a line. So what you want to remember is you want to count your rise over your run. So your rise is how much you're going to go up or down, and then your run is going to tell you how much you go left or right. Down represents negative, left represents negative, up represents positive, right represents positive. So in A, I'm starting at the point 0, 4. To get to my point 4, 1, first I have to, from left to right, starting at the point 0, 4, I have to go down 4. So that means my rise is minus 4, and then I have to run right 4. So that's a positive 4. So my slope is negative 4 over 4, which reduces to negative 1. In B, I'm starting at the point negative 2, 1, and then I'm going to the point 1, 3. So first I want to talk about my rise, and I have to go up 2, so that would be positive 2. And then I have to go right 1, 2, 3, positive 3, so my slope is 2 over 3. Alright, then I also could find the slope of a line given an equation. So I could be given an equation in different forms. If I'm given an equation in slope-intercept form, that means that I have y completely by itself. So for example, if I have y equals negative 3x plus 2. Here, I'm in y equals mx plus b form. So my slope is simply the coefficient of my x. The coefficient of my x is negative 3, so that means that my slope is negative 3. Alright, I could have something in standard form though. So if I have 8x plus 2y equals negative 10, and I need to find my slope, I have to get it into this y equals mx plus b form. So very first thing I have to do is get I have to get y by itself. So this is treated like a literal equation. So if I want to get y by itself, first I have to get rid of my x term. So I'm going to move 8x to the other side. Alright, now I have 2y equals negative 8x minus 10. I still have to get y by itself, so I need to divide everything by 2. So that's going to give me the new equation, y equals negative 4x minus 5. Now that it's in slope-intercept form, again, my slope is simply the coefficient of my x. The coefficient of my x is negative 4, so that means that my slope is negative 4. Alright, but now I might be given a horizontal or vertical line. So I could have, for example, y equals 4, and I could have x equals 10. And I want to know, is the slope 0? Is the slope undefined? Is there an actual value? What is it going to be? So this is where I want to remember the acronyms HOI and VUX. In A, it says y equals 4. So I want to think about this HOI acronym. What HOI stands for is the H stands for horizontal, so it's a horizontal line. The slope is going to be 0 because my line would look like this. And it's going through a y value of 4. So since it has the acronym HOI, my slope is 0. In B, it says x equals 10, so I want to remember the acronym VUX. VUX means it's a vertical line, so it would look like this. And so a vertical line, the U stands for undefined, so I have an undefined or no slope, and my vertical line goes through the x value of 10. So here my slope is going to be undefined.